Hey everybody, welcome back to PTSD Studios. And today I wanted to talk to you about getting involved with what we do. So we've had a lot of people ask what they can do to help and how they can get involved. So we're a nonprofit. First thing, we need money. Every nonprofit needs money because as a nonprofit, you're not generating money. So through our website, heroesdivingforthesea.org, let me put it back up on the screen here. So right there, heroesdivingforthesea.org. You can donate, do a single donation, and we definitely love that. Or you can join our Century Club, and that's when you donate a recurring amount of money every month. We just set it up through PayPal and Venmo. Comes right out of your account, whatever amount you set up, and that just helps fund our program, helps pay the bills, keep the lights on, pay the cell phones, all those sorts of things that you need to do. Pay for the website. That's not cheap. And then we have our endowment funds. The endowment funds are kind of a different animal than most things that people donate. So an endowment is it's kind of an investment type fund. So once the fund is vested, much like your retirement fund would be, then we use the proceeds from those endowment funds to provide scholarships for activities, for college, for any number of things. So we have 3 endowment funds that we've set up. The first one is the Heroes Endowment, and that is our general fund. Again, pays our salaries. We have one person who gets paid. Everybody else is a volunteer. That's our admin. We ask a lot of her. She puts in a lot of time. She puts in far more time than she gets paid for, but definitely the right thing to pay her. We also don't have big fancy buildings. Everybody works out of home offices or splits time between other jobs and helping us out. So anyway, that's what the Heroes Endowment goes for. And then we've created the Lionheart Crew Endowment Fund, which is in tribute to some very outstanding Marines. So we'll have their full story on PTSD Heroes and PTSD stories as time goes by. But that fund helps veterans with activities and with whatever they need scholarships for, because it's named after some veterans. So the other endowment fund we have, which we haven't named yet, is for our first responders. So the way we categorize first responders is peace officers, firefighters, EMTs, any people along those lines. We've also expanded that to include emergency room staff. So not the traditional definition of a first responder, but they do go through a lot of trauma. They do live a rough life, and they do the same sort of things that the rest of us do anyway. So we put it in our mission statement, so they're covered. Anyway, that's what the 3 endowment funds are for. It takes quite a bit of money, about $100,000 to get those set up and to get those vested so that those are recurring funds. So that's one of the big things we're working on, is getting those up and rolling. And then the other thing is we need stuff. We need a whole bunch of items to run a foundation like this. So storage containers, trailers, enclosed cargo trailers, equipment transport trailers, all sorts of things like that. Anything, and of course scuba gear. Scuba gear is extraordinarily expensive. So we can use as much of that as we can get as well. One of the other things that we have that somebody did for us, which was really cool, is back here behind me. So those guitars, one of them was donated by our foundation's admin, and that, just an incredibly generous donation. So we're raffling that off along with the other 2 guitars. So No Limit Guitar Company in Idaho Falls and Pocatello donated a very nice guitar and a very nice bass that we're also raffling, and that's tickets are available on our donation page at heroesdivingforthesea.org. So those are a couple ways you can donate money, donate financially, and donate materials. The other way is getting involved with and volunteering with our activities. So we have obviously scuba. We have biking, whether or not it's motorcycles, e-bikes, hiking, climbing, fishing, hunting, and all the other type things that go with that. So our activities all have an educational focus to start with, so that we're covering safety issues. A lot of stuff that we like to do as veterans and first responders is not safe. Kind of why we go into these career fields is we're outdoor adventurous type people. So that's what our activities focus on. And then they have an adaptive element to them so that people with disabilities, whether or not it's PTSD or other mental traumas or physical disabilities, can take part and participate. So mountain biking is a great example. So I can't do a 25 mile bike ride, period. My body is not going to do that. So it wouldn't be something I'd sign up for. So what do? We took, instead of just doing mountain bikes, we do e-bikes. And then we adapt the course so that we have takeout points. Just because you don't have to pedal doesn't mean you're still going to be able to handle a 25-mile ride or something of that magnitude. So we have collection points where we have, maybe 10 miles in, we have somebody set up with a trailer. They're providing water and snacks and a place to rest in the shade. If somebody's just smoked from doing that activity, well, then they can be, they can return with the people in the vehicles at that point, or they can continue on all the way to the very end. So again, adaptive. We adapt the activities so that people can be involved. So we have the rough and tumble activities that really excite a lot of us and really what most of us would like to do. And then we have that adaptive element so that any of our heroes can take part and be involved. And then the activities have to be fun. I mean, what's the point in doing this stuff if people are going to be miserable and have a terrible time? So in order to make it fun, we have some rules that we put up with our activities. So if you want to do a heroes activity, we would love to have you actually do one for us. We don't have the logistics or things set up to do like a motorcycle rally. I love to ride. It'd be a great time. I'd love to do a rally, but it's really not something I'm set up to do. So if you are a motorcycle organization, a group of enthusiasts or whatnot, and you want to set up a rally, great. First thing you have to do is give us a call or go to heroesdiveandforthesea.org on our volunteer page and send out an information request. Tell us kind of what it is that you want to do. And as long as it fits within our mission, we can start discussing how to make it work and what needs to be done. So what we provide, if you want to set up and do an event with us or for us, is you get access to our website. So we put your event up on our website. It goes out with all of our social media and all of the marketing. And we do joint marketing campaigns with other organizations as well. So we put it up there. We also have our registration system so that people, you say, okay, we want to do 100 people for a motorcycle rally from Idaho Falls to Mackay to Yellowstone to Glacier and then back. Okay, cool. We set that up through the registration system, limited to 100 people, and then we start working through the logistics. We also provide the use of any equipment that we have. So our trailers, our campers, any of the vehicles that are owned by the foundation, things like that, you can use those for a foundation-sponsored event that you want to do. We're happy to, that's why we have the equipment, really, so that we can use it to do stuff like this. So as long as the activity provides a mental and physical benefit to our heroes, we're willing to entertain setting something up and doing it with you. Also, again, you got to focus on that adaptive focus portion of it, the educational portion of it, and then these things have to be really well planned. Few things frustrate us more as veterans, as military, active duty, reservists, and as first responders than disorganized messes. So we make our event plan. I have a template that you can use to write it up. So we have, okay, we're starting at this time, at this location. You need to have all of these items with you when you show up. We're going to provide these items and have everything listed out. So there's no question in anybody's mind what it is we're doing, what's happening, when we're starting, when we're ending. Now, of course, schedules flex when you're doing stuff like this. You know, a scuba activity, you certainly cannot manage that minute by minute, but you still need to have a general event plan. Then we need to have a good, solid risk management plan. Okay, so you got somebody who's not terribly physically fit because of injuries, and you want to do a motorcycle rally, all right? Well, what happens if somebody can't ride anymore? What happens if their bike breaks down? What happens if they crash? What happens, you know, all of these sorts of things. So we go through and we do our risk assessment, we mitigate as many risks as we can, and then we have a plan for what we're going to do. So if we're in the back hills of Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Utah, whatever, we need to make sure we have a communication plan. Not necessarily, you know, cell phones aren't necessarily going to work in all places. First aid kits, you know, all of those sorts of things. You got to think of those. The little details is what kill you when it comes to doing a big event. So make sure you have all that stuff put together. Backup plan after backup plan after backup plan. We put all that stuff together. We have it written out. Everybody knows what the plan is. Everybody knows the emergency communication plan and the emergency evacuation plan with anything that we do. Again, it's all in writing. You have everything listed out. It's posted on the website, and then we have hard copies when the event starts. And then finally, we want to make sure that when we're doing events, people know who's in charge, who's responsible, who they can go to for information. So if you're doing an event with us that we're sponsoring and that we're working with you on, you're going to get a uniform shirt. So they'll look very similar to what I've got going on here. So we have, see, I'm not used to doing a lot of videos. So on the camera, so right here, we've got the Heroes Diving for the Sea logo. These can be embroidered or screen printed on shirts or jackets for you. And then, so I'm an Army veteran. See, it's backwards again. The camera's messing me up. So we have the Army Star for Army, and we've got a Marine Corps shirt that's almost done for one of our Marines. First responders, sheriffs, guys, you get the Sheriff Star. Cops, you get there's a cop badge, all the other stuff. And then on all of our shirts, we have the U.S. flag. So our program, we're planning on being a nationwide company, nationwide foundation, so we can support as many of our heroes as possible. So we're willing to stretch out and go as far as we need to. But ultimately, we are a U.S.-based veteran and first responder service organization. So we are a patriotic group of people. We will have our flags on all of our uniform items and go from there. So anyway, that's the basics of it. We've done quite a few events. We're setting up our calendar for 2026 right now. And we want to get that as full as we possibly can and have as many cool activities as we can for you guys. So if you want to get involved and donate, reach out to us at heroesdivingforthesea.org, and you can get, see, I have to move it a little bit so you can see the website there. I'll get better with this as time goes by, I promise. So anyway, heroesdivingforthesea.org, you can go in and donate. You can also go to our Get Involved page to volunteer, help us with activities that we have set up, or you can set up an activity with us through your organization. So it's going to be a great year. I'm excited to see all the stuff that we're going to do. People are coming up with great ideas all the time. So we'll see you at our events, and be safe out there.